Alright guys, so as you've seen in the video, I was taping the suspension parts up for that 2020 Trailboss. So I'm getting ready to shoot the purple on those parts, which they're hanging right here. Yeah, I can't find, I had a metal rod that I used to hang from the ceiling when I did my parts on my truck, and I have no clue where it went. So yeah, that is a piece of PVC pipe, and I'm surprised it's still there. But I might do a quick wipe down again on them before I shoot them. But sanded them down, cleaned them up as good as I could, and getting ready to shoot them. Now, I tore the lower control. Sorry, I can't really flip this camera around. I don't know why, if I can get my camera the right way. I took better this way. There's the bar that goes right in here on these lower control arms. I took them out so that way the bolts didn't get painted, and I didn't miss spots on the control arm. Now that passenger side one was bent because I believe somebody tried to jack the truck up on that piece. I didn't bend it back, and when I took it apart, the piece didn't move. That was one thing I was worried about, if it was going to get back together easy or not. So I was going to try bending it back, and I'm just going to leave it go, because I feel like if I try to bend it back, it may not go back together. So touch it, you can see it's bent. So being that you can't see it unless you know it's there and you're looking for it, I'm going to leave it go. But I got the strut tops tore apart. I'm going to paint them, tie rod ends, lower control arms, and the upper control arms. I got them sanded, taped, hung. Just got to get the paint in the gun and get them shot. Alright guys, so had a brief delay. It's been probably a week since I was going to paint these. So I opened the can of paint and realized it wasn't the right color. It was way too dark. Like a dark and kind of like a lighter, I could just show you the can. If I can find a screwdriver. Like it's more of like I don't know if you want to call it a lilac or what, but the paint color just was not going to work. See if I can do this one-handed without making a mess. There it is. So that color is not the right color to match that. So this was put on hold. And then yesterday, I believe, I went and picked up the paint because I'd take some time off due to having a baby and everything. So these just all kind of stayed hung here. So I'm going to do a quick wipe down again, just because dust, everything. But now the temperature's a lot colder out, so I got to run my heater. Finally got the metal up to temperature. But I did get a purple that's pretty close to it. I don't know if you can see the paint mark on top. That's pretty close to that now. So this is what I ended up doing. We have a paint place locally. I took the dust shield in and they scanned it with their little camera thing, and it gave us the paint color we needed. So I'm gonna wipe this down, get the paint gun loaded, and get these painted. Probably do 2 coats paint, and then obviously 2 coats clear. So I'm kind of excited to see how they come out. Alright guys, so I did the 2 coats of purple. As you saw, I started in the video, and then I ran out of paint. But anyways, I'm getting ready to spray the clear on. These look like they laid pretty decent. On the camera it doesn't look as, I mean, that looks pretty close there, but once you get into the other light, I guess you can't really tell. But alright guys, so clear coat's on. I'm just waiting for it obviously to dry and cure. So I'm gonna shut the door, leave the heater on, come back to it later. It looks like it laid pretty smooth. Alright guys, so it's the next day. Getting ready to untape these and take them down, and that clear laid very nice. Trying to get another spot. There's a little orange peel right in here, but everywhere else laid pretty smooth. So I'm happy with how they turned out. Let me grab the dust shield. Like I said, I think the color's close, but it isn't going to be exact. And it's pretty close. I mean, it's a little off on the camera from what it is in person, but it's pretty close. So I'm gonna get those all untaped and tore down, and that'll be nice. Now I just gotta get them. I got sand in the truck to finish sandblasting them springs down and get them powder coated, and I can start putting this truck back together. The only thing I have yet to do is the sway bar and skid plate, or not, yeah, sway bar and the skid plate. So I gotta get those done at my buddy's, and then that truck can be fully put back together. I got the bed liner coming for that truck, and the decals coming for that truck, and caliper paint. So I can't put the truck fully back together till I get that stuff, but I can mostly get it back together. So I'm gonna get these untaped, tore down, and then I can actually look over each piece completely. Alright guys, got everything cut down, and obviously you can see the paint marker or whatever it was underneath. I tried to sand it off and it would not come off, and it still shows through the paint. Honestly, I have no clue what it is. Like I said, I tried to sand it off, and I don't know what it was. And there's a run right there. Might sand it out. As I said, I think upper control arms, there was nothing wrong with them. Those, I think on the the cross piece, I think I missed a spot on that one. I think the other one was fine, just I think in the valleys. Yeah, you can see on the inside, it was hard to get the insides. I tried to spray the insides, and I was afraid of making the paint run and stuff, and I just kind of gave up on that. This is the one that has a little bit of the orange peel, as you can see. It's not too bad. I think it's going to be safe. I might try to sand it out and buff it a little bit. See, there's a little more of that paint, or that I think they marked them at the factory with something, and I don't know what it is, but like I said, I tried to sand it off before I started, and I couldn't get it sanded off. I was going to take a wire wheel to it, and I decided it was probably safe to not do that, or safer to not do that. Here's the other upper control arm. Came out nice too. actually happy with the way these turned out. It makes me want to take my bumpers and stuff off my truck and redo them, because I was going to try to sand them and buff them, and I think it would actually be better to repaint them, or completely repaint them. Alright guys, thanks for watching the trunks and stuff getting painted. Next video we should have some powder coating going on, and then after that there should be more paint, and then the truck should be going back together. Bed liner should be coming and everything. Decal should be coming, but yeah, it should be going back together here soon, and we'll get to see it all completed.